A very good morning, students. Welcome back once again. Today we will study lesson 2 of history, that is Kings and Kingdoms. In this chapter we will read about several different regional kingdoms. The early medieval period from 8th century to 12th century AD was the period of emergence of new dynasties in different parts of subcontinent of India. All these dynasties had a desire to build empires. Therefore, they fought with each other continuously in order to have control over the neighboring territories. In the course of time, the northern and western India were taken by the Rajputs. The Palas were powerful in the eastern India. The western India and the upper Gangetic Valley was dominated by the Gurjar Pratiharas. The Rashtrakutas controlled the Deccan. In the south, the Cholas were the most powerful kingdoms. The Pandyas and the Cheras also ruled over South India. The Palas ruled in the region of Bengal, Bihar, and Jharkhand. The first ruler of this dynasty was Gopala. The other prominent rulers were the Devpala and Dharampala. The Dharampala founded the famous Vikramshila University in Bihar. The Pratiharas ruled over some parts of Rajasthan and Gujarat. Famous rulers of this period were Raja Bhoj and Mahendrapala. The founder of the dynasty was Nagabhatta first. The tripartite struggle. All the ruling dynasties of the early medieval period had their own areas of influence, but they often try to control other areas for wealth. The kingdoms of the Palas, the Pratihars, and the Rashtrakutas fought with each other for Kannauj. This struggle for Kannauj was termed as the tripartite struggle, as three kingdoms were involved and fought for more than 200 years. This struggle led to the rise of number of kingdoms throughout the north and central India. The northern and western India was taken by the Rajputs. The term Rajput is derived from the Sanskrit word Rajputra, which means the son of a king. They believed themselves to be descendant of the sun god Suryavanshas, the moon god Chandravanshas. Among all the Rajput kingdoms, Chahmanas or the Chauhans were very prominent. The most powerful ruler was Prithviraj Chauhan. He defeated Muhammad Ghori at the first battle of Tarain in 1191, but in the second battle of Tarain in 1192 he was defeated and was killed by Muhammad Ghori. A famous poet, Chand Bardai, wrote a long poem called Prithviraj Raso, which gives details of the achievements of the king. The Chauhans founded the city of Ajamero, which is now known as Ajmer. The Rashtrakuta was a royal dynasty ruling large parts of the Indian subcontinent. In their primary stage, they were subordinates the Chalukyas of Karnataka. Dantidurga, the founder of this kingdom, overthrew the Chalukyan king and took over the reins of the kingdom. They controlled the Deccan region, which falls between the north of the Krishna river and the Tungbhadra river. The rulers were great patrons of art, literature, and architecture. The Kailash temple at Ellora and the rock-cut Elephanta cave temples were built by them. The Pramars ruled the region around Malwa during 10 to 12th century. Their capital was Dhar. The most famous ruler was Raja Bhoj. The Neelkantheshwara temple at Udaipur stands as evidence of their architecture. The Pallavas ruled the South India during the period 6th century and 8th century AD. Their capital was Kanchi. Mahendravarman and Narasimhavarman were the most powerful rulers. The Shore temple at Mahabalipuram and Kailashnath temple at Kanchi were constructed by them. The Pandyas dynasty was a dynasty of South India. The kingdom was to the south of the Cholas and in the region around Madurai, which was also the capital of the kingdom. It was also known as a center of learning. So, dear students, now read about these dynasties and do bookwork in book. Thank you and happy learning.